Now, some people might say that the very bottom of the charts is not where you go for a good name, but think about it. You have walked past the high street, found a really cool boutique shop that you like the look of, rummaged through, found something right at the back of the rail that is just so you. And that's what we're doing here. Gone through the list, I have found 50 names that less than 50 girls have been called this year. I'm finding that really hard to introduce. I mean, there were some names down there. There's 24 babies named Cleopatra, which I was surprised about. There is, that's my cat coming in here, there is 22 babies Patsies. Ab fab vibes there. 22 Alisons. Alison, I was just surprised it was so low down. And then even 19 Phoebes, spelt wrong. I hope that was the registrar spelling it wrong. Well, not hope, but how annoying. Phoebe spelt wrong 19 times. So, Carmen. Isn't that a cool name? I think it is super elegant. I think it is super cool as well, but kind of got that glamour to it, doesn't it, Carmen? It actually means garden or vineyard as well, which I love that meaning. Super up our vibe in terms of like nature name, and it can also mean to sing. Obviously, you think about the opera Carmen, not obviously, but I've never been to see the opera Carmen, but I imagine I would enjoy it. And I just think the name is really, really beautiful and sounds quite lyrical. Carmen. It's just soft and gentle, lush name, languishing down the bottom of the charts. Marla, meaning sea star. I thought that was interesting because we talked about Marlowe before, but not Marla. And we love an M name. M names were like right through the top of the charts. I've done my top of the charts list. You can go back and watch that straight after this one if you can't get enough. But sea star is really, really cool. And I thought it was really nice with the L sounds that we all love as well. Blair, a gender neutral name, is actually Scottish Gaelic and it means kind of meadow or plain. So really, really beautiful name, but it's got that sort of Upper East Side trendiness to it, doesn't it, Blair? It's funny because one syllable names, I think you either love or hate. Blair, what do you think? I think that it's a divisive one, to be honest. I think you're either like, I love it, or you just hear like, bleh. Eleni, I thought was gorgeous. Eleni, so cool. Lenny's being really popular. I much prefer Eleni for some reason with the nickname Lenny. Just thinking it's lush. Elle is also a really, really common nickname for this, and Eleni, and it means sun ray, which is beaut. Caris, less than 50 baby Carises in England and Wales. The statistics are from this year, from 2022. Caris meaning love. I mean, go for it. It's such a beautiful name. Priya. What do you think of Priya? Is it a car? I'm not good on cars. Priya. But yeah, that means beloved. Priya. I just think it's gorgeous as well. So pretty. Pretty Priya. It's nice, isn't it? And it reminds me, it feels quite spiritual because it sounds a bit like prayer. Priya. Amira. That's cool, isn't it? This is how I've heard it pronounced. You might also say Amira, but it heard it as Amira, and I really love it. I think it's gorgeous again. We love those M sounds. Amira, not dissimilar to Amelia, but much more rare, less than 50. And it's got this cool meaning because it means princess, but also leader. So I kind of think of her as this really cool, feisty princess. Amira, really cool. Cassidy. I love this name so much. I think it is so on trend with it kind of being gender neutral and kind of strong. But Cassidy, it also means the clever one. All of us want to be called Cassidy now, and I think that Cassie is such a gorgeous nickname that's so underused, but special. Cassidy, I really, really like it. Artemis. Bit of a brave one. I tried to I did sift out some of the ones that you were going to be like, no. But I love Artemis. I think we've got a couple of Artemises here. Let me know if you have a baby Artemis. I'm pretty sure we had a birth announcement. You can go with Missy as a nickname, but that would be kind of funny because Artemis is so strong. I think you'd go Artemis. She was Apollo's twin. She was the goddess of the moon, hunting and chastity. So what a trio. She was badass. But yeah, not Yeah. So yeah, Artemis. Let's move on. The name Florrie, I love it. Florrie, it's so gorgeous. There's so many Lotties. There's so many IE names like Millies, and I think Florrie really fits in with it. Short form for Florence, meaning to blossom or to bloom. With the nickname names are so trendy, still rising right at the top. So why not go with Florrie? I love it. I also love Flossie. Romilly. Surprised to see this so far down. Romilly means citizen of Rome, and with Roman being such a popular boy name, I think Romilly is going to be coming up even more. But right now, less than 50 Romillys. One actually goes to my school. The girls' school, the kids' school. She's not also just been born, so pointless fact, but I really liked her name, and when I first heard it and the mum told me her name was Romilly, I loved it, and I said that's a very nice name. The name Angela. Now, I've put this on, it's a bit normcore. What do you reckon? Because I suddenly was like, do you know what? The name Angela is so gorgeous with angel in it, means messenger of God. Why has it gone so out of trend? I think it might be because of Angie. Not my neighbour's called Angie, not her fault, but maybe because of the nickname Angie. Isn't that gorge? Whereas if you were Angel, Angela. I wonder if it's going to come back in. I feel like it's on the maybe edge of revival. You think about the kind of vibe that you can give to it, like Angela from My So Called Life. Very, very cool. I wonder, let me know. And also this one, Deborah. Deborah means bee, which I didn't know. It is an Old Testament name. And my best friend is called Deborah. She's never really liked her name. I like it. I think Debbie is cool, like Debbie Harry. She went through a stage where she tried to rebrand herself as Dee. There was only one person who she met in that rebrand stage, and he was always like, hi Dee, and she was just like, oh yeah. That only lasted like 1 week, but he carried it on. Deborah. I think it's because you say Deborah, like it goes too fast, and Deborah is more sort of longer, isn't it? But I really like it. Just putting it out there, letting you know there's less than 50 Deborahs and Harriets. Harriet meaning home ruler. Again, boy Harry is so popular. Harriet, we've got little Harriet in our family, and it's the most gorgeous name. I did write down this one. It's a double barrel. There are loads of double barrels at the bottom because they all get registered, and they sort of are something Rose, something May. But this one was Lunar Ray, like a ray of moonlight, and I loved it. Lunar Ray, so cool. So I had to write it down. Pia. We talked about this, didn't we? I feel we talked about this recently. Pia is one I really love. I love modern virtue names so much, and it means pious. And I just think it's so elegant and stylish. It must have been on my short and stylish minimalist names. I just love it. Dusty, a bit different. Dusty and Pia. Would they go together? I wouldn't put those together. But Dusty is super edgy, super cool, super fun, super playful. I love Dusty Springfield so much. We had her song at our wedding. And it's me and my sister's karaoke song. It's Son of a Preacher Man. And I just always loved the name. I did think about it, but Henrik's just like, absolutely not. She wasn't christened Dusty. It was a childhood nickname for her. I think it's lovely. I think of it as like Dusty Rose, like Dusty Pink, sort of very feminine to me. But of course you do have cowboy vibes. Goes both ways. So this next name is Alicia. Alicia. So it sounds like I'm saying the Alicia, which is with the A, but it's Alicia. So it's like Elizabeth. But that's how I've heard it pronounced. And I researched it, but let me know, because I thought it was Alicia, and I thought quite liked it, like Eliza, but it's Alicia. So if you were honouring an Elizabeth, it's unusual to find a name we haven't taken from Elizabeth, and I really liked it. Lowry. I love this name, Lowry. I definitely recommended this to somebody on the podcast who was after a unique L name. I just think it is stunning. It means laurel, like the laurel you wear around your head, like a wreath. Shiloh, meaning peace. Again, I absolutely adore it so much. We were going to call the cat Shiloh, but the boys weren't into it. She's called Skylar. That was also down the bottom of the charts. I love Shiloh. I think it is so cool. I think it's gender neutral. I love Shy as a little nickname. I think that is super cute. Enid. I'm always surprised how low Enid is down the charts. So surprised. Is it not nice? I love the name Enid. I think it is gorgeous. Enid Blyton, all the literary names like Harper's gone right up. What about Enid? It seems to me gorgeous. I don't get it. And it's Welsh, and it means spirit or life. Beautiful meaning as well. Let me know. Noel, Christmassy, really nice. Kim Kardashian's middle spot as well as Noel. Rosalind. means lovely rose or tender. So gorgeous, such a beautiful long form. If you're going to go with Rosie, which is rising through the charts, Rosalind, so unusual, I think stunning. Xanthi, there was a time when these names, Xanthi and Zandy, whatever it was, the boy version, Xavier, was so trendy. So many X names, it was like edgy, and it means yellow or bright. Xanthi, I love it. I've known a couple of Xanthis. I'm surprised it's so far down. Greta, meaning pearl, another short form of Margaret. I love Greta again. I think that it's really trendy at the moment. Sounds bang on trend. Ariadne. So Ariadne was part of that the Minotaur story with the coming out of the maze, and I think she rescued him. Ariadne, such a cool one. It means most holy. Ariadne, such a beautiful name. Very on trend as well with things coming up. It sounds a bit like a Daphne. Is so wearable, definitely. Ellis for girls, that was cool. Welsh, meaning kind or benevolent. Less than 50 of those for girls. June, meaning young. Isn't that funny, June? I just think that it is so adorable. Imagine little baby June. I think that's beautiful. Marta, Sound of Music vibes already with Greta, but we've got Marta now, meaning the lady, really far down as well. Torvi, meaning thunder. Torvi, Torvi, so really more unique than other names I've said, but interesting, isn't it? Which nationality is that from? Let me know, I haven't researched it. Esmeralda, secret Disney vibes with Hunchback of Notre Dame as well, meaning emerald. Posy, I prefer Posy to Rosie. I think it is so cool. It's just something that's between Poppy and a Rosie. If you can't pick between the two, go Posy. And it means the bouquet. I do get that it's like, oh, she's a bit posy. It's got another meaning, or pose to pose, but Posy, so gorgeous. Opal is right down there as well. This gemstone name that I've been banging on about. We loved it. Remember a couple of years ago we did our own charts of popular names, and Opal was our #1 girl name, I think, and most voted on. So we are keeping that secret. We've kept that to ourselves because it's still down at the bottom. It's the opal is known as the Cupid stone. Such a beautiful name. Having a February baby, Cupid stone is gorgeous. Pandora. She gets a bad rap, doesn't she? But there are a few baby Pandoras out there. I love it. I think it's trendy. I think it's really wearable now. Obviously, she did unleash evil into the world, but we don't hold that against things now. Names like Delilah, Ophelia, some of these sort of tragic heroine names. Is she a tragic heroine? I don't think she was real, so I think that it's okay. Hadley, meaning Heatherfield, I think was a really gorgeous one. Odette, surprised to see that so far down. It was the character in Swan Lake, Odette, and with Olivia being so popular and you're looking to bounce off it, Odette is a place to go. Rumaiza, I thought that was so pretty when I saw it. I'd never heard it. It is spelled Rumaisa, and it means bouquet. Rumaisa for people who are visually impaired. I know you like me to spell the more unusual ones. I was gutted when I saw this name, Bowie. Why did I not go with it? Because it means yellow or blonde haired. I love David Bowie so much. I went as David Bowie for Halloween this year. Not that I should have called my baby after that because of that, but I just thought, oh, it would have been such a cool name. And I wonder if Henrik might have gone with it. I'll text him and ask him, would you have gone with Bowie if I'd have thought of it? For girls, with Bo as the nickname. Perfect. Clodagh, the Irish river, spelt Clodagh, Clodagh, right down the bottom of the charts again, and such a gorgeous one. Priscilla. I thought this could make a little comeback because of the Elvis movie, Priscilla. What do you reckon? Am I alone in that? It means ancient or classical, and I think it's getting its retro cool time. Rosalia, Rosalia, Rosalia. I wonder if you say Rosalia, because you say Rosaria, don't you? But Rosalia is how I'm saying it, and it means rose. Just a lovely version. I love Rosalie, but Rosalia is lovely. Trinity. I personally adore the name Trinity. I love liberty as well. I've just got a thing for virtues. Trinity means triad, 3. If you're having a third baby, Trinity is a really nice reason to use it. Or if there's going to be 3 of you in your family, like 2 parents and the baby, then Trinity is also a lovely reason to use it, because this power of 3 is a really strong symbol. You can get the tattoo. It's all going on for you. Obviously there is the Holy Trinity, so it's quite a religious connotation, so it's something to think about, but I don't believe you have to be religious to use it. Bessie, meaning God is my oath, great nickname name. Bodhi, enlightenment for girls. For girls, I've done girls this week. I will do boys if you enjoy this one. I can do the boy version. And then right next to it, another Sanskrit name, Uma. So that hasn't come back, UMA, Uma, like Thurman. But I thought it was quite cool, quite an edgy one. And I didn't realise it was Sanskrit, and it means tranquil or splendour. Uma. Yeah, I liked it. Coral, right down at the bottom, means sea growth. That doesn't sound very nice. You know what coral is. Beautiful coral. The name is beautiful. Word name, nature name, connected to the sea, which we all love talking about the ocean. Zola was at 21. My sister would love that. Zola. It means a mound of earth, but also quiet. So it takes me to like a really beautiful, peaceful hill. And I would like to be there. The Glastonbury tour, have you been there? The big hill Glastonbury tour, it takes me there, and I think that's beautiful. Zola. Lorna, I loved the name Lorna when I was little. Was there like a kid detective called Lorna? Because that's what I was sort of thinking. Oh my god, I loved it. And it means victory, or it means fox. I had no idea. Lorna, but that's quite cool. Gwendolyn, Merlin's wife, less than 50. Probably not surprising, but Gwen is gorgeous. I really like Gwendolyn, and it means fair bow or blessed ring, which is lovely. Magdalena, she was Jesus's +1. My friend just had a little girl and called her Magdalena, so it's quite sweet. I wonder if it's going to start coming up. I feel like these maximalism names is a big trend. Let me know if you would like maximalist names. Nikita is actually Greek or Slavic, meaning victory. Less than 50, actually 19 babies called Nikita. I can see that hitting quite a few little trends, quite a strong name. Pollyanna. I had to put it on when I saw it because it's just like, how much did I want to be called Pollyanna when I was little? And it's so cool. It means bitter sea or grace. I'll go with grace. Pollyanna meaning grace. Cosima, love, love, love it. Cosima gives me vibes of the first one, Carmen. Carmen and Cosima. Yeah. They are fancy. Cosima, I love it. I love Cosmo as a nickname. A girl named Cosmo. You're going to meet her at the uni halls. Derby means deer park, and it's quite low down. And me and Amy talked about this on the podcast as well, Derby, and we both really liked it. Kind of came up for somebody looking for something like that. Derby, quite cool, isn't it, for boy or girl? And my last one is Tiger Lily. So there are 18 babies called Tiger Lily. Tiger Lily is actually the symbol of positivity and pride. It's another secret Disney one, because there is a little girl in the End of the Jungle Book is called Tiger Lily. Right, I have to go. I would love to chat names more, but those were my 50 under 50. Did I do 50? Did anyone count? I don't think I could add it up. Let me know if you would like some under 100 names next, or the boy version of this next, or anything else. Just let me know. I do try to keep up with my requests, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys.